Who knew that Dylan Mulvaney accepting a can of Bud Light and partnering with Nike with our far-right conservatives shooting guns? Dylan's in her influencer era right now, promoting sportswear giant Nike sports bra and leggings and being commemorated by Bud Light. But cis female Olympian and gender critic Sharon Davies is leading a boycott of Nike as she argued it's not possible for a trans woman to effectively promote products like sports bras, invalidating women who don't have large breasts but choose to wear sports bras, and incorrectly arguing cis men cannot develop breasts. Davies told right-wing broadcaster GB News that Nike's choice is a kick in the teeth.
It feels like it's just a parody of what women are. And here we've got somebody behaving, in a way that's very unsportslike, it's very unathletic.
Many of Dylan's loyal followers loved her ad, with one defending her from the hate comments. How does this affect your womanhood at all? The TikTok superstar posted a video to her nearly 2 million Instagram followers, explaining that the company sent her a personalized can with her face on it to celebrate 1 year of her Days of Womanhood series.
Normalize the bulge. We are normalizing the bulge.
Right-wing snowflakes are now boycotting Bud Light beers and shooting cans in protest because of the company's support of the trans icon. Why? Among the hundreds of transphobic hate comments on Dylan's post, there were multiple comments aimed at invalidating Dylan, like "woman is not a costume." Celebs and Bud customers responded to the collab by videoing themselves pouring beer down the drain, throwing cases in the bin, and even shooting at the tins. 52-year-old country singer Kid Rock shot cans of the beer, screaming "Bud Light" in a violent, harrowing video.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today.
Affiliated company Miller Lite isn't exempt from the Republican hatred either, with many Twitter users, including the Bud brands as a whole, in their boycott Bud Light tweets. Unfortunately for them, Miller Lite has pledged to make over 50,000 bars that serve Miller Lite more inclusive of the LGBTQ+ community as part of their Open and Proud program. The company doubled down on the conservative backlash and defended Dylan. In a statement, a spokesperson from Bud's parent company, Anheuser-Busch, said, "From time to time, we produce unique commemorative cans for fans and for brand influencers like Dylan Mulvaney. This commemorative can was a gift to celebrate a personal milestone and is not for sale to the general public." Regardless of the online discourse around Dylan and the beer company's partnership, she's met the president in the past year and is estimated to earn $75,000 for every single product endorsement on her TikTok. She's living in her bag and in conservative heads rent-free. Now let's take a look at Dylan's incredible journey so far.
Dylan Mulvaney has thanked fans for their support days after undergoing facial feminization surgery, which she's been preparing for 2 months.
I'm doing well.
Dylan shared her last moments pre-surgery with fans, documenting her sweet face with a letter to her old face and to her new one. Fans were delighted to see Dylan confirm she was doing well after the surgery when she posted an update just days after the surgery.
I love you so much, thank you.
Dylan is entering her new era in 2023, but let's take a look back at her iconic 2022. Dylan Mulvaney is not new to fame, but 2022 really was her year for using her platform to spread pure trans joy. Here's the TikTok Sweethearts top 5 moments of the year. This year, Dylan started her series Day Blank of Girlhood, documenting her journey and transition, which has inspired trans women and queer folks all over the internet. Dylan met with President Biden in October, asking his views on trans access to gender-affirming care throughout America, a historic moment in the White House.
Do you think states should have a right to ban gender-affirming healthcare?
I don't think any state or anybody should have the right to do that. As a moral question and as a legal question. I just think it's wrong.
Dylan encouraged people to carry tampons to share with everyone who needs them.
And I just picked up some tampons, and y'all are probably thinking, Dylan, where are you gonna put those? They're not for me.
When told she shouldn't be carrying them, she reminded trolls sharing them helps everyone access healthcare.
You know what? I'm always gonna have one on hand for anyone who needs it.
Trans doesn't have one aesthetic, and Dylan reminded her followers of this through her iconic Normalize the Bulge movement.
I was walking around and everyone was staring, and I was like, oh, okay, what's going on? And they were all staring directly at my crotch. And I went, oh, I forgot that my crotch doesn't look like other women's crotches sometimes, because mine doesn't look like a little Barbie pocket.
When Caitlyn Jenner misgendered her in an unprovoked attack, Dylan held her own and stood up for all trans women.
And although we have very different views on most things, a few days ago, I probably would have still been willing to sit down with you and try to connect with you in some way, because I automatically have a lot of respect for you as a fellow trans woman. But then you decided to ridicule me very publicly. And honestly, this tweet didn't faze me all that much. But then this one made me go, ah! Not you calling me a he. That is just, oh, terrible. A trans person invalidating another trans person's transness is pretty evil in my eyes. Like, the call is coming from inside the house.
Dylan helps normalize her trans experience by sharing voice training updates and sharing how her body is changing throughout her transition with hormones.
Breaking news! We have a boob update. Boob update. This just in.
Whether she's walking runways or just being herself, Dylan is making the internet a brighter place for trans people and their allies.
Thanks for having me.